Great. Hi, I'm Tony Perez with Seattle, Washington, and really happy to welcome you all here. Before we get our program going in earnest, it is a pleasure to have San Diego's mayor here with us this morning. Mayor Kevin Faulconer became the 36th mayor of San Diego in 2014 on a campaign message of bringing San Diego together and restoring integrity at City Hall. He is currently implementing his vision of One San Diego, a unified city with an inclusive city government that creates opportunities for San Diegans and delivers results for every neighborhood. With this, he has focused on repairing neighborhoods and bringing more equality and community services. He also increased the hours at libraries and recreation centers and created an after-school program for students in areas working to improve student achievement. He funded a new firefighter fast response squad program and increased ambulance service, both of which have significantly improved emergency response times. Faulconer has also made significant changes to city government to make city government more inclusive, efficient, and effective, including labor union employee incentive programs, online budget tools, and an overhaul of the city's website employing local San Diego tech companies to do the work. Prior to his election to the City Council, Mayor Faulconer worked in public affairs for more than a decade and was vice president of a leading firm where he managed complex projects with strict budgetary guidelines. Mayor Faulconer graduated in 1990 from San Diego State University. He and his wife, Catherine, a small business owner, live in Point Loma with their children, Jack and Lauren. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Kevin Faulconer to Natoa's stage.
Well, thank you, Tony. That was a very thorough bio. Thank you. I went to grade school in Oxnard. Thank you. Welcome to San Diego. I'm glad you are here. And I wanted to come by today just officially to say that. I understand that some of you had the opportunity maybe to go to the Padre game last night. Very good. And I know the conference ends on Friday, so I want to encourage you to stay an extra weekend, spend a lot of money here in town while you're here, because we need it. But I will tell you, the space that you all occupy and that you're doing, and why part of the conference in terms of everything from technology, right-of-way, broadband, communications, city TV in our case, you're in the infrastructure communication business. And obviously this conference is a setting to get together to talk with folks from across the country. I know you have people from all over the country here to talk about what's working. What you need to do better, and I think from all of us here, particularly in this government space, it's just how do we communicate more effectively? As you know, as you're walking around the gas lamp here, and you're right in the heart of it here at the Hard Rock, you have the opportunity to not only obviously visit some of our great restaurants, great other things that are happening in and around downtown, the waterfront, of course. I would encourage you to just walk a couple blocks to the east, and that's our new Central Library, which we're very proud of here in San Diego, that we just opened a couple of years ago, truly a public-private partnership in every sense of the word. But I think you'll be impressed not only by the architecture and the great sense of place, but also the digital learning that is happening there, and the connectivity. And in fact, you'll see not only folks with laptops, you'll see people with iPads, you'll see it's everything all in one place, a sense of learning. And Tony just talked about my bio briefly. One of the things that we did just this year as we expanded library hours is we were doing a lot of things, programs for kids to come in and do their homework after school in the library, and matching local firms to come in and help with not only the tutoring, but the technology and the tools to do that. So all of you, that's obviously part of your business and how you get that infrastructure in to begin with. So I just wanted to say the work that you're doing, as you probably know, is absolutely essential to the work the people like me and my colleagues on the city councils and government across the United States have to grapple with and deal with. How do we do that better? How do we do that smarter? How do we do it faster? How do we make it interesting, of course, and from the very basics, how do we give people the opportunity to succeed and latch onto that technology? So I'm glad you're all here in San Diego. Welcome to town. I do hope you have a great couple days. Please come back soon. and join us here in San Diego, and do avail yourselves of the opportunities of some of the great, technology companies. And I saw some of them out there that are here. As we look at, and I'll leave on this, one of the things that we're very proud of in San Diego is our innovation economy and our emphasis not just on biotechnology, wireless communications, cybersecurity, that hub that we're very proud of. And I think a lot of you are engaged and involved in that space as well. Being able to be part of that cutting edge and that transformation as we're doing great things, I think is not only important but exciting. So thanks for being here. Welcome to San Diego. Have a great time. Spend lots of money. Thank you guys. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
That hurdle. So before I turn it over to Steve, I just wanted to make a few introductory remarks to get us rolling here. I'm old enough to have been at the last NATOA conference in San Diego, which was 1998. And I was looking back through some of the history of NATOA to get a sense of what we were talking about back then. And what I found, it was AT&T had just bought out TCI, and we were all dealing with the ramifications of that merger. And when you think about it, it's not the same AT&T that exists today. It's a different AT&T. We were talking about the emergence of telephone service over cable networks. Not video programming, but telephone service. We were dealing with monopoles and towers for PCS at that time. Cable modem service was in its infancy, 1 megabits per second, and I think it was, someone from Comcast could correct me, but I think it was about 384 kilobits on the upstream for $40. A lot has changed, obviously, and I don't need to tell any of you that. But some things have not changed, and what that is what we do. It still remains as important or more important today than it was that 17 years ago. Issues like right-of-way management still matter. These companies, what has not changed, they still occupy valuable rights-of-way, and our communities have fiduciary responsibility to our residents and citizens to maintain that right-of-way, balance the competing uses for that right-of-way, and to secure compensation for valuable public property. We also believe that PEG remains important. We still need a vehicle to express our community stories, to give free expression to our residents, and for governments to communicate with our citizens. Community aesthetics are still important. So none of that has changed. It's just the technology has changed, but our core mission, our core values remain more relevant than ever. So I encourage all of you, particularly if you're new or nearly new to the NATOA family, to attend sessions, pay attention, take lots of notes, and take advantage of the wealth of expertise in the national and local and state experts that we have here. Don't hesitate to ask questions, and if we can't get you the answer right away, we'll be sure to get you in touch with someone that can. So enjoy yourself, learn, and like the mayor said, spend a lot of money. All right, thank you.
They put the stairs on the wrong side. So before I start, for those of you who don't know, I'm Steve Traylor, the Executive Director of NATOA, and I want to clear something up first. Is Ryan from Salem, Oregon here? stand up. That is not me. I keep getting all these people coming up, oh, I just saw you. It's like, no, you didn't. So it's him. So if you don't like what's going on, go talk to Ryan. If you like things, come talk to me. And by the way, I think Ryan's going to be buying drinks for people, so make sure you get them tonight. I get the pleasure of giving these really boring announcements. First of all, I just want to go ahead and thank the mayor of San Diego for coming here and spending a few minutes with us and welcoming us to his beautiful city. And as you all know, it's a beautiful, warm city right now. So please be comfortable. Take your jackets off and loosen your ties if you're still wearing them. So I want to remind you that there is an NATOA mobile application that you can download from iTunes or the Google Play Store. We, meaning Tanya, will be posting important information there throughout the conference, and you will also be able to network with the other attendees and speakers by using the app. Tonight, we will be conducting the silent auction, and actually the silent auction items will be placed out shortly. So you've received your unique bid number, which is on the blue ticket that's in your badge. That's what you're going to be using to make bids on the items that are placed out there. The winners will be announced tonight during the welcome reception. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Beck TV for sponsoring today's afternoon refreshment break. Beck TV is a new sponsor this year, so we want to make sure that all the NATOA members make sure they stop by their booth out in the exhibit hall and thank them for coming in this year. Make sure you join us tonight for the welcome reception and the silent auction. It's being sponsored by Tightrope Media Systems. It will begin at 5:30 in the Edge exhibit hall. And please make sure you visit all our exhibitors, get your passport stamped, and that will give you a chance to win a free registration to next year's annual conference, which will be held in Rondella? You're not loud enough. Come on, you're from Texas. Austin, Texas, next September, folks, so we will be there. And the one thing I keep reminding people about where we're going in Austin is that I've been to a number of conferences that are billed as being in Austin, and you're way out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We are going to be downtown Austin, so make sure you make your reservations and come. You're going to have a great time. And now, before we head off to our concurrent sessions, we want to introduce a brief video that was done through the creative genius of Todd Barnes in the city of Thornton, Colorado. So Todd, if you're here, you want to come up and introduce the video really quick? Just play it? Okay, so you'll see. But he's the man responsible, so here we go. Thanks.
Not many rookies get the rock star treatment, but here in San Diego, NATOA can guarantee a few things. We are ready to turn things on, turn them up, strike the right chord, and blow you away. More good news is that NATOA is sincere in welcoming you to the band. Together with NATOA members across the country, we hope you too will help us play our favorite tunes. We know the boss expects you to know the latest technology and information, so NATOA brings what you need to every conference.
There was 57 channels and nothing on.
And when I listen to a really good song, I start
The
nodding.
NATOA staff and board members want you to leave this conference saying,
Yes, 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 this rocks!
we would also be happy to hear,
No, 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 don't stop a rockin'!
You go right straight through this door here, down the hall.
admittedly, things can get a little confusing at times, not knowing where to go, or perhaps some of the technical terms and information you hear sounds unfamiliar.
All right, thank you very much. Rock and roll. No, this way. Straight rock and roll. Here we go. Hello, Cleveland.
Luckily, there's always someone right around the corner.
You must have made a wrong time.
If that happens, NATOA has you covered. These Natoa band members will get you back in sync. Steve Traylor, Executive Director and band leader, makes sure that Natoa gets to its destinations and strikes the right tune with the industry and important decision makers. This rhythm section keeps driving Natoa and makes sure Natoa members can feel its beat. They know the groove here in San Diego, so ask them anything. The lead singers of the band are Tony Perez, the Natoa Prez, and Jody Miller, the soon-to-be Prez. They know the know and can help your flow. The rest of the band is here to help you rock this conference. So let's get with the act and make sure you can come out of this with a #1 hit.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
Okay, and with that, we're actually a few minutes early, but we're going to go ahead and let you guys all leave this room. We have a couple sessions going on. Starting at 9:30, we have the future of cable franchising, which is going to be in Legends Room 5 and 6. We have the art of lighting, which will be an encore, and we also have a roundtable, Peg Station Creative Partnerships, in the Celebrate room. So welcome to the conference. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you ask any of us. And so you all know, looking at that board picture that was just up there, next year at the Natoa store, we are going to have the Natoa Board of Directors bobbleheads for sale. So thanks.